Hi, amazing Jaguars. This is Dr. Amato. I am sending this video because, and truly, this is all about Principal Month, and words cannot fully capture the gratitude I feel for all of the incredible videos, thoughtful notes, heartfelt cards, colorful Post-its, and the truly special gifts. Seeing my face and name on t-shirts left me speechless. I'm deeply honored and thankful, not only as your principal, but also as someone lucky enough to be a part of this remarkable community and school. While each gift super meaningful, truly appreciated, the greatest gift of all is knowing each and every single one of you. The dedication, kindness, and joy you bring to our school and to one another are what make our community so extraordinary. Thank you for reminding me daily of how lucky I am to work alongside such caring, inspiring people and to know all of you. So with great gratitude, thank you so much for making this last month so incredible and special to me. I thank you. I care about you all. I love you. And thank you so much for making everything so special. I hope you have an amazing Friday and a wonderful weekend. And every single day that you're here, I am so happy to see you. So make it a great Friday. Thank you so much for making me feel so special, and know that I am blessed and so lucky because I know you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is the best thing in the whole world of being your principal. Hi, amazing.
Hey, H.L. Johnson, parent and students, the money being raised. We are at $808. This is amazing. Coach Jilks is official. He is definitely getting pied. So we have Mrs. Casey, Mrs. Warren, Miss O'Brien, Miss Midlars, Miss Pawali, Mr. Matt, Coach Elton. We're moving up to Coach Joseph any moment now because we're at $808. To get Coach Joseph, it's $1,000. And let me just tell you, if we get to that $2,000 mark, I'm going to have to wear these goggles and get pied at $2,000. All of this fundraising is going to our safety patrol and also during the rain to get us some new rain jackets and umbrellas so we can get everyone in safely and not get wet. But this is what's happening right now. We have reached Mr. Elton, Coach Elton, and all of these people here and up are getting pied. Again, we're at $808. We're hoping to get Coach Joseph, and even more so, $2,000, and you get me. Check out all of these tickets per person where you get to put your name in the basket in order to pie us. So we hope you do this.
And to get them in when it's raining. And hello, everyone. This is Dr. Amato. I am getting ready to just talk about report cards. Report cards just went home, the importance of being here every single day and moving forward. We just finished the first third of the entire school year. So trimester 1 is over. And now we are working towards trimester 2 and then trimester 3. And remember, this is all about your child and getting those learning gains and making sure we do everything we possibly can for them every single day that they are here at H.L. Johnson. Again, H.L. Johnson is celebrating their 40th birthday. It's our 40th birthday at HLJ of academic excellence here. We did open in 1984 and it is 2024. So we are officially 40 years old. Very exciting. And this year we are celebrating and elevating here at H.L. Johnson. So every single thing we do here is all about our students, all about them learning. Our job is academics. So we need to make sure that we are doing everything we possibly can for your child to ensure that year's worth of growth, to ensure those learning gains, to ensure that academic excellence, because you deserve it. They deserve it. Our teachers work so hard to ensure that that happens. So we need to all work together to ensure that we get every moment here that we possibly can in the school year. And again, the first trimester has ended. So report cards went home today. So first and foremost, thank you for your children. You are their first teacher. You are the reason that They are doing so well. And the reason that they come to school every single day is because of you. So thank you so much for getting them here. You're doing a great job. Here's some practical advice and tips. Create that structured routine at home. I know life gets busy. I have a child that goes to H.L. Johnson as well. And that structured routine, sometimes it's hard. I mean, it's Friday right now, 4:46, and here I am still at work. So my child's here with me in aftercare, and the best aftercare around. And so we just, when we get home, we got to make sure we have that structured routine. Monday through Friday would be wonderful. But if you do Sunday through Thursday, that works for me. I know it's tough, but promote a strong reading habit and a reading habit every single day. We know it's tough. They're long days. Again, it's Friday. Here we are. But reading is so important. Please also stay engaged with us, know what's going on, have that class dojo, keep in contact with our social media, with the teacher, emails, all those different things, because it's so important that we're all engaged together so we make sure your child learns every moment they are here. Of course, reinforce those math skills. Again, you're their first teacher. If you can bring math into your conversations every single day, please do so. And again, that reading habit is huge. Encourage those critical thinking and problem solving skills. Monitor and limit that screen time. I know. Again, I am a parent with you here at H.L. Johnson. And I know that sometimes, we all want that screen time, right? But do our best to monitor it, do our best to stay on top of what they're looking at, what they're seeing. And if they were to see something wrong, have a system and make sure that, okay, you may have saw something because YouTube, you never know what ad's going to come up. And especially if they're on their screen time or they're watching YouTube on TV. So just make sure that you have a system for that. So, okay, you saw something, turn it off as soon as possible, close your eyes, come to me, talk to me about it, tell me about it, because we want to make sure that we can teach our children through this and just ensure that we are up to date and up to speed with anything that they may see. And unfortunately, yes, YouTube is amazing, right? There's so many good things out there. Any kind of screen time, though you never know what could possibly be happening as far as what's popping up as ads, or if they're playing a game and you think they're playing with friends, but then someone else jumps in. So just make sure that you're monitoring that as fast as possible. And it's always important to keep those open lines of communication and just ensure that you have a system. If they saw something or if something happened that is maybe inappropriate or they didn't like it or it made them scared or they have questions, that they always come to you. And then, yes, today report cards went home, and we have standard-based report cards. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. They are not our traditional A through F report cards. They are standards-based. So I'm going to get a little bit more into that so you know what it means and what to expect. And just know that every standard on the report card is not graded or assessed within this trimester. So not every single one may not have a grade. So know that's normal. And celebrate that effort and not just grades, right? We want to celebrate that growth. We want to celebrate them coming to school every day. And then, of course, support their well-being emotionally and the character. Remember, we love our noble Jaguars. We enforce our noble Jaguars. We want you to be respectful. We want you to have all of those noble characteristics of being kind, being an upstander. There's just so many pieces of that are huge, and not always grades are not the most important. It is the effort, it's growing, and it's being the best person that we can possibly be. And again, I thank you for your children. They make every day better, and I appreciate your partnership within their education. So attendance and tardies, I just like to go over this every single time. Super important. So here is a chart. So to let you know, if they missed 5 minutes a day, if you're just 5 minutes late a day, traffic, or you're running behind or trying to get that breakfast, remember we do have free breakfast here, equals 25 minutes a week lost. And then the instructional time lost within 180 days is 900 minutes. But K through 12, that's 11,700 minutes, which equals 8 days. And that's just 5 minutes. So if you go to 10 minutes and then 20 minutes, 20 minutes. If you are late or early dismissal, however that looks, if it's 20 minutes, that can equal 33 days of learning, which is 780 hours. So that's tardies and dismissals. Again, we want your child here every moment of the day. We want to be a part of their lives and your lives. And we know sometimes you run behind. We understand, but if we could do our best to be here, if you can get into that car line at 7:40, trust me, you will be in here by 8 o'clock. And actually they'll be in their seat by 8 o'clock if you are in that line by 7:40. Remember, our line does not move until 7:30. So if you get here a little earlier, great, but it doesn't start moving until really 7:25. All the cars come in, but we don't start opening doors until 7:30. If you're in line by 7:40, you'll definitely be in and out. Once you get in through the gate, it's 3 to 5 minutes from entrance of the gate all the way out to the exit of the gate. So really important. Please be on time as much as possible. And as far as absences, here's another chart. If your child was absent once a month, we know people get sick. The rule technically is if you have a fever, you should not be in school. It should be 24 hours fever free. So that's if your child was absent once a month. So again, that's 1 day a month, which equals 10 days of 180 days. And then missing 10 days a school year from K through 12 is 130 days, excuse me, which is 780 instructional hours. Twice a month, you can see how that works. And then 1 day a week. If you're absent 1 day a week, or your child is absent 1 day a week, that's 4 days a month, 36 days a year, 468 days from kindergarten to 12th grade if they average 1 day a week. Again, attendance is super important. We want that year's worth of growth wherever your child comes in at. We do our best to get that 1 year's worth of growth, if not more. If your child is below grade level, we are trying to get them up to grade level and then some. So just keeping that in mind, we need them here. We want to teach them. We have the best teachers. We have the most dedicated teachers. We have teachers that are doing everything they can to ensure that your child is getting what they need. If they don't get it, we're reteaching them. And if they do get it, we are enriching them. So we want to make sure that your child is here. So as much as possible, please be on time. And as much as possible, please wait to make those appointments until after the school day, after 2 o'clock. And as much as possible, have your child here, not have an absence. So again, we rather your child be 5 minutes late than absent, but if we can just be here all the time, we want your child here. We love having them here. And we just, are doing everything we can to teach them every parts of what they need in order to continue to be successful and have that love of learning. So today, the whole reason for this is our standard-based report card. So today, you received your child's report card. If you have not gotten out of the backpack yet, don't worry, you have the weekend. But look over this. This is what a standards-based report card looks like. We are in trimester 1. So this trimester, oh my gosh, I am not showing you the screen. 1 second. Here is the screen. This is what it looks like. I'm going to put my face off this. This is what the report card looks like. It is standard based, and I should go back to those other ones, but I'll bring back the attendance in a little bit. So this is standards based report card looks like. Trimester 1 is in the first column after the words, right? And then you will see it's like 4 pages, 5 pages long, depending on what grade you're in, depending on the standards that are assessed for that grade level. But basically, you are going to get some information about standards and how they were assessed. And not every standard is assessed in every single trimester. So you may have some blank areas. It's okay if you do. Don't worry, it will be assessed between trimester 1 through trimester 3. So just expect that. Talking about performance codes and standard-based codes, exemplary, if you have an EX, that's a good thing, right? That means your child demonstrates broad, in-depth skill concept development that most often exceeds grade level standards. So exemplary is the best you can do as far as a standard-based report card and the performance. Proficient, that is demonstrating a skill or concept development that meets grade level standards. So if your child is proficient and you see that PR code, that means they are at grade level. Exemplary is above grade level or exceeds grade level. Proficient means they're at grade level. They are meeting that grade level standard. Approaching means your child is demonstrating within that standard, demonstrating the skill or concept development that is beginning to meet grade level standards. So you're approaching that proficient, you're approaching grade level. So you're not quite at grade level, but you're getting there. And then ND means needs development, which demonstrates the skill or concept that's being assessed through that standard is significantly below grade level standards. Okay, so that means they are below the approaching. And approaching means they're not meeting grade level standards. Proficient means they are meeting grade level. Exemplary means they are exceeding grade level. So please know that when you are looking over their report cards, okay? And it's a standard-based report card. And remember, we are celebrating effort. So effort is the key here. There we go. Okay, let's see. Did I skip one? No, there we are. All right. This is a newer term, I should say. ALDs is what we like to call them, which is achievement level descriptors. And this is how we are assessing here in all over Palm Beach County. And basically, we are assessing 3 different ways, right? So we are whole class. So we're monitoring as our teachers are giving the instruction, they're teaching the standards, and they sometimes teach it one day, they sometimes teach it more than one day, depends on the parts of that standard, right? And depends on the grade level, and depends exactly what they're assessing. Like in math, there are times that we don't teach the entire depth of the standard, sometimes in more than one trimester. So just letting you know that. So there are 3 different ways and 3 different tools that are provided. So whole class proficiency tool for each benchmark in the unit of instruction. We also do small group instruction aligned to the ALD levels of aligned lessons. So the achievement level descriptors, ALD, I'm going to show you what that looks like with this standard. And then there's also individual assessments for enrichment or after reteaching. And then of course your child has the normal individual assessments, but this is how we are monitoring and how we are assessing and those standards-based report cards, and how we are getting if they're exemplary, if they're proficient, if they're approaching, or if there needs development. So here is an ALD. Now this is a math standard that I have right here. So you can see we have a level 2, a level 3, a level 4, and a level 5. But really, here are the words that we want. Below, so level 2 is below grade level. So that would be a needs development. A level 3 would be closer to on grade level, approaching, right? You're approaching that. Level 4 would mean that you're on, right? That's that proficient. And then level 5 is exemplary. Not every standard has exemplary, and more than one standard is usually assessed within the trimester, but not always, right? So it just depends on how the curriculum is run, but you have a standards-based report card in front of you. I'm going to look at this 4th grade number sense. Okay, this is a standard. So to be below grade level, this is what your child would be doing. If they were a level 2, they are able to multiply a multi-digit whole number by factors of 10 and 100. So that means that in 4th grade, this would be below grade level. If they were approaching closer to grade level, they would be able to, within this standard, estimate products and quotients of multi-digit whole numbers with factors and divisors that are multiples of 10 and 100. So now we're not only multiplying, we're also dividing. So now you're approaching that grade level. Proficient, meaning on grade level, would mean explores the multiplication and division of multi-digit whole numbers using estimation, rounding, and place value. Okay, so now we're definitely moving past that 10 and 100s, and we are now estimating, rounding, and using place value, both with multiplication and division with those whole numbers, okay? And then to be exemplary, then you are now exceeding grade level expectations. Now you're multiplying and dividing multi-digit whole numbers using estimation, rounding, and place value. So know the difference. This is how we are assessing it. There are multiple levels to all of this, but the whole idea is that we want to be proficient, if not higher. Proficient means they are meeting grade level standards. So just know that this is a standards-based report card, which is different than we are. If you're a little older like me, then that's something different than we had before. Again, this is what the report card looks like. This is what you are receiving in your child's folders today. They should be in their yellow folders. You should have received a report card envelope, actually, and then it should have all of this information in it. Again, this is what it looks like. Not every standard is assessed during the first trimester, so you may have some blanks there. It is okay if you do. If you have questions, reach out to the teacher. Again, you have exemplary, you have proficient, approaching, and needs development. Exemplary means they're exceeding grade level. Proficient means they are meeting grade level. Approaching means they're beginning to meet grade level. And needs development means that they are below grade level standards. ALDs is just the teacher side and how we are, you can see the differences between the standards, okay, and how it grows from a level 2 being below, needing development, to approaching, to proficient, to exemplary. So just showing you how teachers are assessing this. All teachers have this in the school district of Palm Beach County. And reminders, you as their first teacher, please create a structured routine at home. Come to school every day. Attendance is so, so, so important. Establish a consistent daily routine for homework and study time. Make that time as consistent as possible. We know lives get busy, but just to remember that. Ensure there's a quiet, distraction-free environment where your child can focus. Promote that reading habit, even if you're reading to them, is better than no reading. So if you are at home, and again, I'm a parent, so I understand this, you're at home and your child is done, right? They're done, they're tired. They had a busy schedule. They gotten out of the bath, now we're in bed, and they're just not doing it. And you don't want to have that fight or argument because you're tired. Then you read the book to them. That is promoting a strong reading habit. Of course, we want them to read every single day. We want them to do the reading. We want them to do the comprehending. We want to build their vocabulary and build that stamina for reading. But if that night, and this happens, you know, once or twice a week where you're doing the reading, that is still promoting a strong reading habit, and we want that. So again, read with your children daily, no matter what grade level. They love to have you read to them, but we would really, 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 really like them to do the majority of the reading. Use diverse materials, books, magazines, educational websites. If you don't have a book or a magazine, or it's just they want to read something from a website, why not? And then build that vocabulary and comprehension. And if it is above grade level, then you do the reading, right? And we work through that vocabulary and you test them on that comprehension. iReady is a weekly thing here. There are some iReady rewards and awards, I should say, within their report card envelopes. If they met the 3 lessons at 70% or higher that are passed each week with math and reading, and then they would have received a reward from the time that we've been in since the beginning of school. And then when watching TV, use closed captioning. Why not? They can see those words pop up as the people are speaking. You are also seeing those words. Stay engaged with our school. Please attend all the events. We want you here all the time. Ask for parent-teacher conferences. Stay informed about the curriculum and classroom goals. Know what your teacher needs. If you have a question for your teacher, please ask them. Ask them. If you're going to reach out to me, I don't mind reaching out to me, but more than likely, the teacher is the best person to go to because they are with your child throughout the entire day, and they can really tell you from moment to moment what is going on in that classroom. So please reach out to them first. I don't mind you reaching out to me, but know that I'm going to reach out to them to find out the information, or I'm just looking at screens, black and white, as far as how their assessments are going and what I'm looking at in the different areas of what they're being assessed and the data that is turned into me from the teachers. So more than likely, I'm going to be asking the teachers more information about them. And I am in classrooms a ton. I try to be in classrooms as much as possible. There are a lot of classes here. We are a large school at H.L. Johnson. So I am not with your child all day long, but I do see your children within the classrooms. But again, the best person to ask is their teacher, and they're going to give you the best, most honest advice. And I know sometimes it's hard, but the best, most honest advice and help from you, and you can ask them for help. And it should be all of us partnering together to make sure your child meets grade level and then exceeds it, because we want that year's worth of learning and those learning gains. And then reinforce those math skills. Use real world applications such as cooking, shopping, or measuring with those math skills. And then, of course, there's tons of math games and apps if you are using those screens, which we all are, right? We live in the time we live in, and my phone is right here, right? So so if you can, download those math games and apps to make learning engaging. And not only is it reading, it's also math. iReady, 3 lessons a week. We want you to pass 3 lessons a week at 70% or higher, and the week is Monday through Sunday. critical thinking and problem solving. Ask those open-ended questions and engage in discussions and that you require your child to think critically about what they've learned. Monitor and limit that screen time. Please have a balance of screen time with physical activities to ensure that and ensure to the best of your ability, right? We all want to be fun and have balance. So if you can, though, shouldn't just all be Pokemon and, you know, a million other things that are going on YouTube. It should also be a little bit educational. So if you can throw that in here and there, we would greatly appreciate it. And it's just good for the little brains. So thank you so much for being, again, such an amazing part of our lives and your child's first teacher. We cannot do it without you. We would not have them without you. So, so don't forget to do that. And if you ever have something that you want to see what they're doing, my picture is in the way, so I'm going to move this over. Portal use here. There it is. Have them log in, and then you can go into their portal and see exactly what they see. So have them log in for you if you want to see exactly. And there's lots of different things that are available within the school district portal through their portal that they can log you into. And again, celebrate effort, not just grades. This is a standards-based report card. The whole idea is to grow and to learn and have a year's worth of learning goals and gains, I should say, a year's worth of learning gains. Focus on praising effort, perseverance, and progress rather than the outcome. So if they're working hard and they're putting in that effort, man, that is huge, and they're not giving up. And we can all do hard things, and remind them that it should not be easy. We want to challenge ourselves, and you can do hard things. And we want to build that growth mindset and resilience and learning. And then, of course, as you know, emotional well-being plays a critical role in their academic performance. And please know that Miss O'Brien and Mrs. Taylor are here for your children. If you need that emotional support, if they need counseling or group counseling, we are here. And we want to provide that open communication. I know that, again, I'm in the classrooms as much as possible. And sometimes I am not as, I guess, reporting to my email as much as I have been in the past. If you have a situation and you need to get a hold of someone immediately, please call. But again, I am in the classrooms with your children. I'm in the classrooms with our teachers, our phenomenal teachers, I must say. And we appreciate your support and everything that you do with us here at H.L. Johnson. Thank you so much for your children. And remember to always stay connected with HLJ, and that we are a STEAM school. We are the one and only Cambridge primary school is H.L. Johnson Elementary. It is choice time. So if there are anyone that wants to apply to those choice academies and you live outside of our zone to come to H.L. Johnson by your address, then you would need to apply. If you live within our zone, you do not need to apply. Your child is already a part of Cambridge and STEAM. We also are a Green School of Excellence. And please, again, we have all of the social media. So please stay connected, reach out. Again, report cards went home. If you have questions, let us know. In the next couple of weeks, you are going to see what their learning goals are. We have sent them home in the beginning of the year because it all depends on what their last year assessment ending was. In order to get a year's worth of learning gains, I will provide you those goals again so you know exactly where your child needs to be. And if you have any questions, stay connected, get on that dojo, ask the teacher questions. And if you ever have an issue, please call us and we will try to get back to you as soon as possible. We are a team here. Again, we are doing our best to put everything we can into that academics. Safety, of course, is number one, but after that is our academics, and we want to put everything we can into your children. And so we are in the classrooms with them and doing everything we can to ensure that we stay within the academic realm of giving them that year's worth of growth and ensuring that they get that love of learning. They love coming to school. They have so much fun when they're at school. And we, again, appreciate you and them. And we hope you have a great weekend. Thank you so much. If you have questions, please reach out to the teachers. If you want to know how to better support your child, please reach out to the teachers. And again, I'm going to have those learning gains and goals. And then I also have QR codes coming to you next week for any support at home. And if you're just really want it right this second, go into their portal and you can see all the things that they have access to, and you can go through being as them and with them, and show them how important it is that we all work together to ensure that they just grow and they meet their potential. So those high expectations are huge. And again, effort over grades. And thank you so much for everything you do, and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Bye, guys.